Alright guys, hey, welcome back. This is another edition of The Merge. I got an Merge that's normally what I use when we're going on trips. I have to pull the trailer. It's another one of those difficult ones because it's hard to get up to speed and everybody comes together at the same time. It sounds a lot like every Merge ever on any freeway or interstate. But I thought real quick as we get up close to it, I'd do a quick video showing you what my RPM are as I'm going down the highway at normal speed. Now again, this is a 2017 Ford F250 Lariat. It's got 6.2 liter gas motor with 430 gear ratio and the torque shift G transmission. It's also got the camper package and the FX4 package, so I've got Goodyear Wrangler tires on it. So everything's completely stock, no modifications, except that I have a camper shell on the bed of the truck, and that's it. So going down the road, one of the things that you may notice as you're looking at my dash here is that I've got a history of 9.1 miles per gallon. For some people, that seems crazy. I'll go ahead and caveat that the truck's only got 3,800 miles on it, and about 2,500 to 2,700 of that is towing a 7,000 pound trailer. So the truck's actually pulled more of its life than it is driven unloaded. So that being said, I'm actually pretty pleased with the power and the mile per gallon as well. If you look over the history here, I've been running 65 miles an hour, and then there's been a little bit of stop and go traffic. But running 65, I can get between 15 and 16 miles per gallon. So right now we're running a little over 55, and it looks like I'm right at that 15 mile per gallon mark, which, you know, is pretty good. So I'm coming from a 2012 F250 Super Crew 5.0 with 355 gears, and this truck gets pretty comparable gas mileage. Considering that it's a 3/4 ton, I think that's pretty good. So running on the road here at 55 miles an hour, looking at like 1,800 RPM, and then as I get up to 60 miles an hour, it goes to 2,000. And then as I'll jump up to 65, it gets to about 6,200 RPM. But what I've got coming up now is this Merge. So I'm going to be getting on, and this is one of those great merges where it's going to loop around to the right, and then we're going to try to merge into traffic that's also getting off because they put a gas station right next to it for some reason. So here's a quick sign coming up. This kind of shows you what we're getting ready to do. So we're getting ready to do this loop to the right, heading up towards San Francisco. So as you get on, you see it's always a problem. You got the big trucks coming on, and it's going to slow everybody up. So at the last minute, we're all going to get the speed up again. So again, I've not really had any issues with the truck as far as power or anything else. But one of the things I'm going to do here is I'll be quiet as I merge on. You guys can hear the truck as it accelerates and see what you think. So overall, it's drama-free every time getting on. Truck's got great power. Again, I'm not towing today, but I'd like to do a good comparison between getting on when you have something behind you and getting on when you've got, you know, nothing, and it's just you and the truck. But I thought it'd be a pretty good video series. You know, I feel like that's the most challenging time for me when I'm towing a trailer, is when I'm trying to merge into traffic. Because everybody seems to be oblivious to any truck that has a trailer behind it. So again, you know, running 65 and 70 miles per hour. I'll push it up a little bit here to 70. So you can see right about 2,200 RPM, and then backing off of that down to 65. You know, I call that about, you know, 2,100 maybe, if that. So I may have misspoke earlier and called it 2,200 RPM at 65, but it's really more about 2,000. So overall, the sound dampening, everything in the truck makes it pretty comfortable. I haven't had any issues. I'll get some more videos when we're running 4,000, 4,500, 5,000 RPM towing, but I really don't feel like the RPM stress me out going down the road at normal highway speeds. So Anyway, I'll post more videos. Just wanted you guys to get a good idea of, you know, what the RPMs are, kind of what the general mile per gallon is going down the road at normal highway speed with no trailer. And then check out another merge. You know, we're always merging into something, pulling trailers, and I like to focus on that with this video series, so you guys can see what that's like with the truck unloaded as well as loaded. All right, if you got any more questions or anything, let me know. I'll post more videos. Again, it's not a really common engine and transmission and gear combo, so not a lot of guys have it. So whatever you guys want, just let me know. I'll post it up. Thanks.